The following video is intended for mature audiences. It contains horror elements, adult themes, and language that might not be suitable for younger viewers. Welcome back to another disturbing journey in the southern underworld. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like, comment, subscribe, and share this devilish delight with your horror friends and fam. Engagement is essential, and it helps our little channel grow. In a world where life and death blur and the undead wander, Warm Bodies sparks an unexpected beacon of hope: romance. It seems like an odd combination, a love story set in a zombie apocalypse, but director Jonathan Levine skillfully combines the grim with the tender, the grotesque with the beautiful. Warm Bodies isn't just another zombie movie. It's a bold reimagining of what this genre can be, infusing it with heart, humor, and above all, the redeeming power of love. As a fan of horror films and the author of unconventional love stories, I found Warm Bodies to be an engaging cinematic experience. The film takes what could have been a ridiculous concept, a zombie falling in love, and turns it into a compelling narrative about identity, human connection, and transformation. Its unique take on zombies makes it not only stand out in horror cinema, but also provides thought-provoking social commentary on what it means to be alive in a world seemingly devoid of humanity. The story centers around R, who is unlike any other zombie. He's dead, but not wholly devoid of emotion. R is thoughtful and curious. He spends his days wandering around an abandoned airport among other zombies, driven by the hunger for human flesh, yet haunted by fragments of pre-apocalypse memories. R's existence changes when he encounters Julie during a scavenging mission and decides to spare her life. What follows is not just about survival, but evolution. Warm Bodies introduces the idea of redemption and transformation, themes rarely explored in traditional zombie narratives. On its surface, Warm Bodies looks like an odd love story set against a horror background. But dig deeper, and you'll find layers of psychological complexity that elevate this film beyond its genre. The zombies are not just mindless monsters, they represent emotional stagnation, loss of identity, and communication breakdown. R's internal monologue throughout the film is filled with longing and frustration. He craves more than just existence. He craves connection. R's journey depicts signs of depression and emotional numbness, living life, or unlife, without joy or purpose. Meeting Julie sparks a desire within him to break free from his undead existence and evolve into something more human. However, the humans in Warm Bodies are far from thriving. Julie, her father, and other survivors live within a fortified city, isolated from the outside world. They're driven by fear, mistrust, and militaristic survival tactics. The film critiques how fear can dehumanize us as much as any zombie virus could. Both living and dead are trapped, the zombies physically decaying while humans emotionally deteriorating. It's this contrast that adds depth to the narrative, making Warm Bodies more than just a rom-com with zombies. It's an examination of what it means to be human, to connect, to change, to love, in a world that seems otherwise devoid of these qualities. Warm Bodies boldly combines horror and romance, challenging the usual conventions of zombie films. Typically, these movies focus on desolation, mortality, and devastation with no room for affection or intimacy. But Warm Bodies turns this notion on its head by suggesting that even in the grimmest situations, love and human connection can flourish. The relationship between R and Julie is central to the film's theme of rejuvenation. In typical zombie narratives, infection symbolizes death and the ultimate destruction of humanity. However, in Warm Bodies, it becomes something that can be fought off, not with weapons, but with love. This unique approach offers a fresh take on genre norms. The romance between R and Julie is unconventional, yet genuine and heartwarming. R's awkward attempts at bonding with Julie are endearing. The strong chemistry between actors Nicholas Hoult and Teresa Palmer lends credibility to their unusual predicament without making it seem absurd. This romantic subplot also allows for touching moments, a rarity in a genre typically focused on survival stories. Instead of just surviving, Warm Bodies emphasizes rebuilding, rediscovering joy, and reviving not just life but love itself. The way Warm Bodies portrays zombies sets it apart from other films in the genre. While they share some traits with traditional zombies like slow movement and craving for human flesh, they also have the capacity for change, a characteristic that makes them intriguing. R's transformation from a mindless corpse to someone capable of love adds an exciting twist to the standard zombie archetype. It suggests that even those who have been dehumanized to extreme levels can recover, a hopeful message indicating that anyone has the potential for redemption. Warm Bodies stands out among other films due to its smart use of humor. Unlike traditional zombie narratives filled with brutal violence and a grim mood, this film introduces a refreshing spin. The makers of Warm Bodies artfully blend in comedy, giving the movie a unique position as one of the most light-hearted entries in an often bleak genre. The movie skillfully maintains a delicate balance between poking fun at itself and incorporating elements of farce, all while keeping its authenticity intact. Most of the comedic relief is derived from R's sarcastic inner thoughts as he navigates through his bizarre undead existence. R's sharp observations about his environment, his discontent with being a zombie, his awkward interactions with Julie, and his attempts to fit in among humans strike an ideal mix between laughter and sentimentality. This comedy works because it's grounded in the character's reality. It doesn't ridicule zombies, but emphasizes their ridiculousness to underline broader themes like identity and relationships. The humorous elements also effectively counterbalance intense scenes, even during dangerous moments, especially when R and Julie face off against the more vicious bonies or skeletal zombies. The humor keeps the film from becoming overly grim. Balancing horror and comedy is challenging, but Warm Bodies manages it skillfully, delivering an intriguing mix of charm and excitement. Underneath its entertaining exterior, Warm Bodies is packed with symbolism and social critique. The gap between humans and zombies can be seen as a metaphor for societal isolation, a theme that resonates strongly today. By showing zombies separated from their humanity, the film reflects how society can fracture into isolated individuals, cut off from their emotions and one another. Warm Bodies explores the concept of living a meaningful life. Is the purpose of existence solely focused on physical survival, or is there more to life, like experiencing emotions, making connections, and truly living? R's change from a zombie to a human isn't just physical but emotional and psychological too. It symbolizes the rediscovery of feeling emotions, caring for others, and experiencing love. In this way, Warm Bodies indirectly criticizes modern society's tendency toward isolation and emotional detachment. This proposes that love and human connection are not simply luxuries, but crucial for our survival. This is not only true for us as individuals, but also for our entire species. Warm Bodies is an oddity in the horror genre, a film that smoothly combines romance, comedy, and horror into an engaging storyline. It boldly breaks the mold by infusing warmth, humor, and heart into the familiar zombie narrative. For zombie film fans, it provides a refreshing change from the usual. For romance movie fans, it offers a charming love story with a dark edge. As someone who enjoys both the horror and romance genres, I found Warm Bodies to be stimulating. Its fresh take on the zombie narrative, combined with its sincere message of love and redemption, makes it an outstanding movie. It's a reminder that even in the most dire of circumstances, there is still hope. And sometimes, even zombies can find love. Warm Bodies is a dark comedy zombie horror romance that is 1 hour and 38 minutes long and is rated PG-13. The Southern Underworld gives it a well-deserved 5 bloody knives. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.